Ever pondered how the internet knows exactly where to send your request when you type in a website address? It's a question that might seem simple on the surface, but the answer is truly fascinating. This is where the domain name system, or DNS, comes into play. It essentially acts as the internet's address book. Imagine you're trying to send a letter, but instead of a street address, you only have the recipient's name. You'd need an address book to find out where to send it, right? That's precisely what DNS does for your web browser. When you type in a website name like example.com, DNS translates that into a machine-friendly internet protocol or IP address. This IP address is a unique string of numbers like 192.0.2.1 that tells your browser exactly where to find the website you're looking for. So the DNS is like your internet's guide, leading your browser to the website you're searching for. Imagine you're sending a letter, but instead of a street address, you have a website address. How does it work? Let's delve into the journey of a domain name system or DNS query. It begins when you type a website address into your browser. This is your letter, and it needs to find the right mailbox, the server where the website lives. First, the query travels to a recursive DNS server. Think of this as your local post office. It might already know the way to the website you're after. If it does, great. It sends the query straight there. But if it doesn't, it needs to ask for directions. So the recursive DNS server sends the query to a root server. This is like asking the central mail sorting office, which knows all the regions but not the specific addresses. It points the way to the top-level domain or TLD server, essentially saying, the website you're looking for is in this region. The TLD server, like a regional post office, knows the areas within its region, but not every single address. For a website address ending in .com, the .com TLD server is consulted. It doesn't know the precise location of the website, but it does know where to find someone who does. It directs the query to an authoritative DNS server, the one that knows the exact address of the website. Finally, the authoritative DNS server, like a local mail carrier who knows every address on their route, provides the specific IP address, the exact location of the website. The recursive DNS server then delivers this IP address back to your browser. Your browser, now equipped with the exact location, can connect directly to the website server. It's like your letter has finally reached the correct mailbox. And voila, your browser is now connected to the correct website, all thanks to the DNS. Imagine if the DNS didn't exist. What would happen? Just think about it. The domain name system, or DNS, is like the internet's own personal phone book, a directory for all the websites you visit. Without it, we'd be lost in a sea of numbers. Instead of simply typing in www.yourfavoritewebsite.com, you'd need to remember a complex string of numbers, something like 192.168.1.1, to get to the same place. That's because every website corresponds to an IP address, a unique set of numbers that identifies its location on the internet. Now imagine having to remember a unique string of numbers for every single website you visit. Sounds pretty daunting, doesn't it? That's where DNS comes in. It translates these complex numbers into simple, memorable website names, making the internet a more user-friendly place. It's the unsung hero of our digital lives, working behind the scenes to make our internet experience seamless and straightforward. Yes, without DNS, the internet would be a labyrinth of numbers. What if one day DNS stops working? Imagine this scenario. Your morning coffee gets cold as you frantically try to check your emails, but to no avail. You switch to another tab, attempting to access your cloud documents, but again, nothing. This is a snapshot of a world where DNS breaks down. DNS, or domain name system, is akin to the internet's switchboard. It's the invisible hand that guides us from typing in a website name to actually landing on that site. When DNS fails, navigating the internet becomes like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Websites and online services become unreachable, disrupting everything from your favorite online stores to crucial banking services. Communication platforms, which are now the lifeblood of global business, would also be hit hard. The ripple effect of a DNS breakdown could be monumental, affecting not just individuals, but entire economies. So it's safe to say that DNS is the unsung hero of our internet adventures, making our online journeys smooth and hassle-free.